Know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Now he's forced out right. He'll run it. Got some room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Darryl Worley up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 41.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually...
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Cleveland Farrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 48 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
And now here comes Kansas City. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And, you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it's capped off. With a Kansas City touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, punk.
On second down, Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now he's flushed out left. He's going to take off with it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's when the physicality. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They give it off here to the tight end, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. The 40. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. An even 90 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
43.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg, rolling to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On play action, they'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Let's go. On the set. 50 seconds to Mike. No chance.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So we have reached halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, 71 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kicked.
And my goodness, another interception. picked by Darryl Worley. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go. And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That really sets him back. A long loss of 6.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Eluding the pressure right, finding some room at midfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now a handoff looking right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And going deep for Hill. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Emmanuel Ogbah in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Rolling to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Anthony Hitchens, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Got a man. It's Brown.